Abolo village wakes to the sound of drumming for a funeral. Jacob, dressed in white, consoling people that came to mourn. The coffee is closed. The villagers believe his sixth wife died in childbirth. Camera lingered on his face, emotionless but hiding a sinister calm. Old women gossip in harsh tone. Every wife of Jacob dies once pregnant, but is always richer afterward. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this interesting story. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. In the heart of Abulu lived a man named Jacob, a tall trader in his early 30s. By day, he sold cucumber and kola nuts in the village market, but behind his quietness was a darkness no one suspected. Jacob, however, is mocked by his friends for his poverty. His peer flaunts wealth from unknown sources. At a local palm wine joint, Jacob overheard men whispering about a powerful herbalist, Okunko, who can change a man's destiny. Curiosity begins to hit at him. Tension builds as Jacob battles shame and temptation. Jacob had a strange pattern. He will marry young women, beautiful, naive girls from neighboring village. Within months of marriage, the woman would become pregnant. But just when the village expected the naming ceremony, something odd happened. Jacob would announce that his wife had died in childbirth, and she would disappear without a funeral, without a grave. Abolo village wakes to the sound of drumming for a funeral. Jacob, dressed in white, consoling people that came to mourn. The coffee is closed. The villagers believe his sixth wife died in childbirth. Camera lingered on his face, emotionless but hiding a sinister calm. Old women gossip in harsh tone. Every wife of Jacob dies once pregnant, but is always richer afterward. Jacob had a secret covenant with Baba, an herbalist, feared for his power. The ritual demanded a pregnant woman, one carrying the blood of Jacob lineage, as sacrifice every year. In exchange, Baba promised wealth, protection, and influence. The unborn child, Baba claimed, carried double life force, making the ritual stronger. At first, Jacob was horrified. He leaves, swearing never to return. The villagers whispered, but never questioned him too loudly. After all, childbirth was dangerous, and Jacob always gave the chief generous gift to appease the gods. One rainy afternoon, Blessing, a school teacher from another village, arrived in Abulu. She was curious, outspoken, and unfeared. Jacob met her in the market, where he claimed to admire her intelligence. Within weeks, he proposed marriage, though hesitant. Blessing accepted, tired of being pressured by her own family to marry. Soon, Blessing was pregnant. But Blessing was different from the others. She noticed things, the way Jacob would disappear from the house at night, returning with strange herbs. She once saw him counting cowrie shells soaked in something red. Fear began to creep into his heart. One night, unable to sleep, she overheard a strange conversation between Jacob and a mysterious visitor. Hiding behind a wall, she listened. "This one is carrying twins," Jacob said in harsh tone. "Twins," the man replied. "The buyer will pay double. Prepare her. The boat leaves in a week." Shocking, Blessing heart pounded. She realized that Jacob was not mourning dead wives, he was selling them. He had made a dark pact with a trafficking that brought pregnant women for sanitary rituals or black market adoption. Blessing knew she had little time. With trembling hands, she wrote a letter and gave it to a young boy in the village, instructing him to take it to her brother in Umaya. That night, she pretended to sleep. Jacob drugged her food, but Blessing, suspecting him, had switched her meal with the cat. At midnight, he tried to move her unconscious body, but found her awake and ready. With a broken clay pot, she smashed at his face, ran barefoot into the dark forest and disappeared. By dawn, Blessing had reached the road. A farmer found her and took her to the authorities. Days later, a team of policemen and local vigilantes stormed Jacob's compound. What they found was horrifying. A hidden room beneath his house contained items soaked in blood, women clothes, and documentation of past transactions. Photographs of missing women, contract receipts, even syringe. Jacob was arrested. At trial, he remained silent, but the evidence was overwhelming. Villagers came forward. Survivors were found in distant cities, broken but alive. Blessing, who had given birth to healthy twins girl, became a symbol of courage. She testified before a full court, her voice calm but firm. Jacob was sentenced to life imprisonment. The herbalist was traced to his shrine, but he was not there. He ran away when he heard Jacob had been arrested. He traveled to a faraway town and continued with his evil deed. Many people will visit his shrine seeking for spiritual power, wealth, and other things, but not long he was caught by the policemen. He was sentenced to life imprisonment because of his evil shady. The village of Abulu held a mass memorial for the missing women. Their names were spoken, their memories honored. Blessing opened a center for abused women, naming it the House of Light. Her story became a warning, a lesson, and a triumphant. She later got married to the love of her life and lived happily with her found new love.